According to Friedman, Globalization 1.0, which dates to 1492, involved countries globalizing for resources. In 3.0, the current stage, companies are seeking to globalize down to small groups of people, or even individuals. He explains that only countries interacted with each other, not individuals or small groups. Friedman then focused on how this has changed and improved within Globalization 3.0. Under Globalization 3.0, the world turned flat and individuals now had the opportunity to work and collaborate with other individuals from varying and diverse backgrounds. In addition, Friedman discussed how countries like India are using globalization to their advantage. The economies of countries similar to India are now blooming as the world is flattening and shrinking due to globalization. 50 years ago, countries such as India did not have a say in the global market and trade. America and other European powers who were once top players in the international market are now getting competition from countries like India, which is experiencing tremendous economic growth. Technology has played a major role in the advancement of globalization within India. One event that helped India immensely was when Netscape went public on August 9, 1995. First, Netscape made it possible for the browser to display images from websites. Second, the investment of billions in fiber optic telecommunications influenced by the dot-com boom and the dot-com bubble poured a great deal of hard currency into the Indian economy. Last, the overinvestment in technology made it cheaper by creating a global fiber network, which made it easier and faster to transmit data. 5. As a result of the Netscape IPO, more job opportunities were created for Indians, including ones outsourced from other countries. One of the milestones in job opportunities was when thousands of Indian engineers were hired to fix the Y2K bug. The job could have been given to many other companies, but it was outsourced to India. India was now seen in a different light, as being ready to join the workforce as well as able to compete against first world countries for jobs. Economic growth has also led to increases in the per capita gross domestic product, GDP, from $1,255 in 1978 to $3,452 in 2005, and finally to $3,900 in 2012. The integration of technology in India has transformed jobs which required specialized skills and lacked decision-making skills to extensively defined jobs with higher accountability that require new skills, such as numerical, analytical, communication and interactive skills. Technology has also influenced many firms to give their workers more freedom in the workplace. For instance, workers who perform non-routine tasks benefit more than workers who do not. Technology has also increased access to education in India, especially to women. This has decreased the gap between men and women which was created by stratified gender roles. Technology has influenced more women to pursue advanced degrees in computer science and engineering instead of their traditional degrees in social sciences and the humanities. This has resulted in an increase in the number of women in competitive professions. This, in turn, has had a tremendous impact on the life of the single woman in India. For example, it is easier for single women to find living accommodations in metropolitan cities like Kolkata. Society then puts less pressure on women to marry at a certain age because higher education is now more acceptable. New universities are being built, and advertisements on billboards have gone up around Kolkata to attract the growing population of high school graduates. Although India has had immense economic growth, not all sectors of the country have benefited. The funds that should have been directed to the agriculture sector were directed to private sector enterprises. For instance, growth in the agricultural sector dropped from 3.8% in 2007 to 2.6% in 2008. This decline in growth has greatly affected farmers because production costs are very high, while commodity costs are low. Another way globalization has affected the agricultural sector is through biofuel and medicinal cultivation. There is a food security crisis in India because a significant portion of the land has been designated to grow crops for biofuel. However, the amount of crops that are used for biofuel is largely unregulated, with an inadequate amount going to the poor and needy. India has also promoted higher education through the propagation of universities. However, funding to elementary education has declined. 63 million children aged 6 to 14 are out of school due to the reduced education budget. The Indian government has invested a lot in promoting higher education in the country, but more progress could be made with the help of private interests. The private sector has more than enough financial power to increase the literacy rate and access to higher education. In addition, global universities might be established in India so the global perspective can be fixed into the curriculum. 4 aspects of global education that universities in India might focus on are a global curriculum, global faculty, global degrees, and global interaction. These aspects would not only help promote higher education, but would help prepare India for the growing global competition that globalization is creating. The infant mortality rate for the richest 20% of the population is only 38 per 1,000 live births, while the rate for the poorest 20% is 97 per 1,000. In addition, the rate of epidemics among the poor is increasing. It is common for outbreaks of contagious diseases like human immunodeficiency virus/acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, HIV/AIDS, and malaria to occur. The overall employment rate for the country has decreased, while the number of job seekers is increasing at a yearly rate of 2.5%. Growth is limited to some states, including Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Other states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, MP, Assam, and West Bengal remain poverty-stricken.